Hello, hello, hello to you all. Um, I'm going to say that I didn't come to stay that long, but I did want to come and give an update on where I am. I know the last time that, hey, T. Sherelle, how are you? I know the last time that I was on here, I was having some serious things going on. So I didn't just want to like leave it like that, but I had to wait until like I got my footing back for myself. So a couple of things that have been happening. Y'all know the last time that I was on here live, um I had just came from chemo, which was Monday. Hey, Kajaria, which was Monday, and I don't even want to talk about that. If y'all want to know anything about that, then go back and look at the live from 6 or 7 days ago, and you can find out what all happened in there. But I don't want to bring it up because I don't want to cry about the situation or whatever. But it was a hard time in chemo session 14, and I just didn't know that it was also gonna knock me down this time throughout chemo. Um, this new chemo that I'm on now has been very, very great to me. If you can say chemo is like a great thing, but compared to what I was going through before being in the wheelchair and all of that stuff like that right there, this chemo has been pretty good to me. So, um, this is the first chemo that I've been on, and this the first time this chemo has knocked me down. My Forgive me, my words are still all jumbled up. I'm not 100%. Um, you know, and who is 100%? But anyways, y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm going okay. I didn't get to see your last live. I will go back and look. T Sherelle, girl, pray over yourself before you go and look at before you go and look at that live. Yeah, it's short, and but yeah, it was a time. um but since I've been from there, like, I have been really, really sick since last Monday, and only up until yesterday. I mean, down to the point where I felt nauseous and all of that stuff right there. That hasn't happened with this chemo ever before, but this time, hi Makira. Um, this time with it I got sick. So, I don't I'm trying to like train my mind to not go back to that place of what's scary in walking into chemo, because you feel like I always explain it as this right here. When you know you taking yourself to a place that's gonna make you sick or cause you some kind of harm or whatever. Hey, historical disaster. Um, you know it's gonna cause you some kind of harm. It's hard to keep taking yourself to that place. Hey, Starboy. It's hard to keep taking yourself to that place. So I'm trying not to put this in that frame. And it's like a work that you have to do on a day-to-day basis. So, you know, I'm gonna pray over myself, before, the next one comes up. But this Monday, I don't have chemo. So that's gonna help me out that I ain't got to go back to the place. Absolutely. And the same thing is happening to me that happened before. My face is breaking out, going on my chest. I'm starting to feel itchy and stuff. So I guess every single time that I do chemo, I'm gonna have this reaction, pretty much like the doctor had said that I was. So, I got that. But another thing that I experienced, hey VIP, how are you? Um, Another thing that I haven't experienced, and if y'all know I have questions of y'all, because I don't know no whole about a whole bunch about this what I'm going through either. So it's a lot of people that have had this experience prior to me. But thank you, Angel, so much. Thank you for giving me my flowers. Thank you. Um, but other than, me laying in the bed the past couple of days and just feeling really, really tired and sleepy, I know that's one of the things. But this morning I got up to go. Hold on just one second for us. I will explain a little bit. I got up to use the restroom this morning, and when I got up, and I'm sorry y'all don't understand that I'm talking with my eyes closed. I'm not sleepy. It's just the lights bother my eyes, and sometimes the eyes are just tired, and I'll rest whatever it is. Thank you so much, VIP, and may God bless you back. Money for plants. Come on, VIP. um, if you don't mind, I got all of the plants that I got right now, and I'm just gonna say to you, I will take that and put it towards soil because that's the process that I'm in right now. But I appreciate you so much, VIP, for that one right there. I definitely have a need for it. Thank you so much. Tenfold. But this morning I got up to go to the restroom, and it was dark in the room, and what started to happen was that my balance was off like I never have experienced ever before. It was just like, almost like you on a ship. I ain't never been on a ship before. But the way I feel like if I was on a cruise ship and the cruise ship started to tip over to the side or something, it was like I was walking like that. And it was so bad I almost started to call my daughter to tell her to come and help me. But I made it to the bathroom, and when I got there, it was just like almost like if I hadn't have sat down, within that next couple of seconds that I may have fallen out. I've never had that experience for. Um, so that was another one of the things that I had was a hey Pooby, blessing and love. How have you been doing? It's been a little bit of a struggle. Hey Lamont, what would you do if when you okay? So he said yes. We'll go. What would you do if when you're okay? Lamont, you gotta type that over again. Um, what cruise ship were you on? Abby, I wasn't on a cruise ship. I was explaining something that happened to me in this process that I'm in right now that I've never experienced before, and it felt like I was on a cruise ship. So so are you ill, sweetheart? Forrest, I have been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer on Valentine's Day. So real quick and simple, and I'm on that's not necessarily what my page is about. My page is about whatever we talking about over here. I always say it's like life is like a box of chocolate over here. Whatever, you never know what you're going to get. And so usually I give updates on like what it is that I'm going through. I'm usually out in the garden doing things out in the garden at all times, and I'm just a busy person. But in this situation that I am in right now, it's not allowing me to be as busy as I normally would be. And of course, I don't like any of the way that things are going for me. I'm also put in a situation where I'm not used to asking anyone for help, because what I learned in childhood taught me not to trust people nor ask them for help. And so I think what's happening to me right now in that process is like I'm getting, sometimes you can go way this way with um certain things, and then you can go far back this way, but then ultimately you end up balanced. I think in my life, balance is what um happened. Sorry, I love but I'm already married. 24 years ago, I lost one kidney to cancer. Golly, it's to me, it's like I love being able to read you all's testimonies and everything. So it's like when you're going through what I'm going through, you need to hear some things. You need to be surrounded by things that other people have been going through, because it's anybody can relate to, um if somebody's talking to you and trying to tell you about um the thing that you're going through and they ain't never experienced it. It's hard to listen. Are you related to? And if I was related to him, then what would the problem be? What would the problem be? Um, thank you. Thank you, Pooby. So, are you ill, sweetheart? I am from India. My name is Arun. Was it Vertigo? I don't think it was Vertigo, because and VIP, that was the first thing that I thought about. So instantly after I made it back to my bed, I looked up at the ceiling like I'm looking right now to see was the ceiling spinning, which is a great indicator of vertigo. I done had vertigo before. So when the ceiling was not spinning, I counted that off. And after it happened, I didn't call the doctor and ask him anything about it, because it's just like I'm just gonna wait until tomorrow to call and say, because I already gotta tell him that I'm breaking out again already. So, just might as well go ahead and do it at the same time. I'm sorry. That's tough. You know what? And for us, it can be sometimes, but it's not a thing that I get up and um think about every single day. I'm just coming back today because it has been a week that when I came on here that last live that I did was it's hard for me to look at it. So I can only imagine that I left from off of here and I really didn't talk to anybody like I normally do when I'm on here. And, I think it's fair to come back and, let people know that um, everything all right. But what's in my photo? What if I was related to Johnson? What if I was? I don't know what you getting at about that. Dang, how he live his life don't change nothing about mine's on. Not at all. Anyway, people come through and ask some of the craziest stuff. That's the worst feeling. It makes me nauseous. Yes, even for me to be like walking sideways like that or whatever it was that's what it felt like. I was walking sideways. But yesterday was still a really hard day for me. When you go through chemo too, yeah, right, trolls. You have yesterday it took my voice away. I hadn't experienced that since I've been on this new chemo. It took my voice away yesterday. I was frustrated because sometimes when you're used to doing things on your own and now you have to have other people help you, and it's not being done the way that it's still getting done, but it's not getting done the way that you can. It can be very frustrating. It's a lot of things that can make you cry when you going through chemo, because it's like where you used to be in control of certain situations, now you ain't in control of pretty much anything. And so yesterday was kind of like that. And so it's just like, um, yeah, it was a hard day. But and today, I'm gonna just say I made it out to the garden today. And the only thing that I was able to do was to sit down and just basically watch pretty much everything that was happening. I was able to sprinkle a little bit of seeds or whatever. And that was the best that I could do. But I'm happy with that. And one reason I'm happy with that is because instead of me setting up in my mind what it is that I want to do when I go in the garden, I came to the terms of, God, let your will be done. I know I'm not strong enough to just go and do the things that I've been doing, but give me the strength to do something out there today. And for me, what I was able to get done today was more than enough for me. And it was not what I wanted to do. But God, what is your will that I get done on today? and I'm going to be satisfied with that. So I had made up in my mind already that I was going to be satisfied with whatever got done today. Not that, because I can jump over the moon or none of that stuff today. Hey, Haywood. Oh, well, I'm glad you're feeling better. But yes, I absolutely feel a whole lot better today. And so hopefully that if I'm going through what I'm going through, which is my cancer journey, um, and you feel like you can't get up and go out and do anything, may the journey that I'm going through give you the encouragement that yes, I can get up and I can go make it happen. I can get it going and I can get it growing. I always used to come on here and do my spiel of y'all, if it ain't a better time than right now, get out and grow your own food. There's nothing better than what it is that you grow. How I wish that I could be growing more than I am growing right now, but I am ever so thankful that I was able to go out and drop the seeds into the ground that I dropped out there in the ground today. So officially, my broccoli and my multicolored bell peppers are all planted right now. If I'm able to get out and do anything more, I don't think I'm able to get out and do anything more tomorrow because right now I just ran out of I used all of the soil that I have today, and it's time for my son to go and do another pickup. So I know before probably before this week is out, we'll have more soil. But that's where we are today, and that's my update for where I am after round 14 of chemo. And I keep seeing some of these people is like, I only did 8 rounds of chemo and everything. I'm like, Lord, I wish I only did 8 rounds, but you know, whatever God has for me, it is for me. And when it's over, it is over. And that's what I'm looking for. The ring of the bell. Ring a ling ling. But anyways, you all, thank you all for being here and supporting me through um every aspect of my journey, not just this cancer journey or whatever, those who have been here, know there are several things that I've been through. And God knows I didn't think I'll be in this place. But I am here where I am here. And obviously, I have the strength to go through whatever it is that I'm going through because I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't meant for me. So, um, but again, I like to thank you all and thanks for all the encouragement and all of the prayers. And I always say this: thank you for the prayers and tenfold back to you. And that tenfold just means anything that you asking God to do for me, I ask that He give it back to you 10 times whatever it is that you asked Him for me in His Son's Jesus' name. Now look at here. I done seen Angels Fire. Hey girl. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. Hey Enoch. Back to you. Um hey Landon. Likewise. Hey Marsha. Tasha speaks. Hi. um, but you all, yeah, I just came on to give an update, since the last I feel like my last live was so traumatic to me. Um I just wanted to come back and let you all know that I am doing not 100, but I'm here. I'm here. Hey, growing with Hudson. Girl, I able to get out there in that garden today. you know, Even though it was just to be able to sit down, my kids did all the work or whatever, but it still was a joy to be able to get out there and let them help me with um, some of the things. But you all, thank you very much. You all, Let me just see what y'all saying before I check out of here. In the last video that I did too, I didn't answer anybody. I basically had my eyes closed and and was just getting out of me what I needed to get out. Y'all already know I told y'all like my diary and my my sounding board, but um yeah, it was a good day to be able to get out there. And I got some seeds. I got some seeds in the ground. Yes, ma'am. It was nice. But yeah, just wanted to come and touch base, and not leave it open that, how, you know, when I left off of here the last time, I'm feeling a lot better. Not 100%, but I feel better than what I have been, and looking forward to getting better than what I am right now, because I don't have chemo tomorrow. I got a week off. So, woohoo, and the next appointment that I have is the one where I will get an appointment scheduled for imaging. Um and I've said before already, the last imaging that I had to look at the cancer on my pancreas was not good results. The cancer had spread. But on this time, we looking for nothing but good news, good news, good news, good news. So, we're gonna see how that go. But again, I say to y'all, tenfold, tenfold. What Enoch said, 24. 24, whatever you want for me. All right then. um yes, good. You still need to tell me where to send your loofah seeds. Um Growing Hudson, you got my number and everything. Let me I'll text you. I'll text you when I get off of here. Because my mama transitioned, so I wasn't. Oh, Angels Fire. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been there before. Wow. All right, y'all ones, y'all praying ones, send Angel Fire some good prayers. Claim it, good news on your screen. Yes, I am claiming it. Growing with Hudson. Hey, I survived prostate cancer. I'm 4 years good now. Dexter, I just finished saying I love when people come through and tell me about that they've been through. And I think you all are some special people to have gone through what I'm going through at this moment. And I thank God for you all, because um when I have moments where I feel like um I don't got it together, it's not bothering me. I can go down my line and I can see all the people telling their testimonies about where they have been and where they are today. And how could I do that without anybody that's before me saying to me that I beat this, I got through this, so I appreciate y'all with y'all testimony. And I'm glad that you are a survivor, Dexter. I am glad, Angels Fire. Sorry for your loss. Um, Getting 100 live streams to notice this message. You are a good person, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you, Amara. Um, I also had COVID three. Oh, gee. Dexter, I know you got to be one of those people, and you be like, when one thing hit you, okay, you make it through that thing, and then the next thing hit you, be like, why? Why I gotta have this? Ain't I been through enough already? You don't have to be that person, but that's that's kind of like how I started off each one of my processes. And I always look at everything as God say, come unto me as a little child. And so I ain't never been through any of this stuff before. So when one thing hit me, and if you go back into my thing, you will see that one thing been hitting me. I done been through all kind of stuff as a little kid. I've been going through all of my life. All of my life. And it's just like soon as I get to a place where I feel like, and then you get boom. I'll be like, why, God, ain't I been through enough already? And then, but I don't stay in that place. I don't stay in that place. Hey, Fishing with Ray. Um, it's just like, I always say that I have this feeling of where I feel like, I get, the little punching bag. You punch it, not the one that hang, but the one that sit on the floor. Like you punch it and it lay back and then it sit back up. I feel like one of those things like that. It's like, you get knocked down and then, you know, you sit back up. It don't last always. And I don't keep whining about why is it happening to me. That's where I begin at. Is not ultimately um where I stay at. And Monday was one of those days where I actually had one of those days. Is like I was overwhelmed on Monday with the live that I came through and did on Monday. So and I needed to get it up off of me. I cried. I think I cried all the way until Thursday behind what happened in chemo on Monday. My heart was absolutely broken. Um, and I probably would, even if I went back and looked at it right now, I probably would cry again, but I ain't going back. Um, oh gosh, and you got both shots. You'll get through everything. Absolutely. We always do, Angel, and it doesn't matter what it is that you're going through at any time. For you to even hear, sometimes when you hear somebody can get over one thing, it doesn't necessarily have to be the thing that you're going through, but sometimes it can be harder than what it is that you're going through, and you can look at that and be like, well, God, if I know if they can make it through that right there, then I can make it through what I'm going through right now. So it kind of be like that for me. I can go and I see other people's testimonies and stuff about a whole bunch of different things, and it helped me in all different ways. So yes, you will get through everything. Yes, yes, ma'am. Hey, Fish and Ray. Hey Queen, looking good. I am a cancer survivor as well. My 7th year anniversary was August 28th. Look at God. 7 is the number of complete, and 8 is a new beginning. Jamie, when you get to number 8, come back and tell me how you celebrating. Please do. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Come unto me, all ye that weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Okay. Thank you. Misbehavior. You said you scared me. When I today, or are you talking about in the live that I did previous to this one right here? Um, Hi from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro City. Queen, please keep that positive energy going. Jamie, I always try to come through with positive energy, but I also don't ever want to come through and be like I'm pretending like I'm in a place that I really am not, because I've had to pretend so many years of my life that now I just don't have any time for it. But this is usually my energy. I'm always laughing, and I'm always you know encouraging somebody, even though I'm in the place that I'm in. I like to smile more than anything else that I do, and I try to stay in this place, but I'm only human. I'm only human. So I try to stay in this place. I am planning to celebrate a big event for my 10th anniversary. Okay, Jamie, keep us in the know. Keep us in the know. Yeah, we like those kind of situations where you going down the line, and you can come over and give your testimony, because you just don't know who you're encouraging at the time. And so yeah, I love to hear all of the amazing testimonies. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. But you all, I'm going to get ready to get off of here. This is Life with Tashana, where life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. But we are living life over here. I'm a person that I like questions over here. You're allowed to ask them. Just remain respectful. And if you respect me, I will always respect you. Doesn't mean that I will always answer every single question that you ask, because I also reserve the right to be like, none of your business. No, I wouldn't do you like that right there. But um, yeah, we like questions over here. We like different conversations. We don't always have to talk about cancer over here, because cancer is not your whole life. It's not the end all, the be all, and no none of that. And sometimes I just want to get away from it. I want to have regular smegular conversations. So, and that's what we used to do over here all along before this part of life right here came along. So, but sometimes we'll hit on it or whatever, but mostly we over here, we are interested in over here is growing. And that's growing in any kind of way. That's growing in learning new things in life. Hey, TT, learning new things in life. Anything that you learn new in life is a growth in your life. Um, um, I don't care what it is. Like RJ did. He came over here and he wanted to know how to none of your business. Right, Julia. He wanted to learn how to fry chicken. He wasn't scared to know it in the chat, and because he asked, his wish was granted. He learned how to fry chicken. That is growth. Anything that you learn. But over here, we love growing on the inside and also on the outside. Don't tell me nothing about it. It's a lot of work to grow a garden. I'm telling you, I done had the experience. I done even showed y'all on here before. You can take the seeds that you get from out of your food from the grocery store and go out and throw them out there on the ground, and they'll grow. I ain't tell you to go out there. You had to go and tend to them or whatever. But I tell you what will happen. You go out there and throw a seed on the ground, and you mess around and walk out there and find that thing growing, which is the same steps that we take in life as growing. If we plant a small seed into what it is that we want to do, and we start to see that little seed prosper, it takes off. Same way in the garden. You throw a seed out there and you walk out there one day and you see that thing growing, you start to get excited. Oh, my plant came up. My plant came up. And by goodness, if you reap a harvest from it, if you a person that eat tomatoes, I always use the tomato seed. You go out there and you throw a tomato down on the ground, and then walk out there one day and see all them seeds from that tomato done came up. Let it grow up. Start bracing that tomato up, and then you start to get your own tomatoes, and you mess around and taste that tomato that you grew yourself. You'll never want to go back to the grocery store again. So growth is amazing, and that's the kind of growth that we like over here. And if you can add to the growth, you teach me, I'll teach you what I know. Ask the question, because I sure be asking questions. Anybody know how to do X, Y, and Z? So hey, that's how we get to grow, by asking each other questions. Let's just be respectful with it, and we can have all kinds of conversations over here. Thank you, Maverick. um But that's what we're about over here. Hey, Shamika. I planted 2 peach trees in a pot too. Growing with her son, I just had me a couple of peaches, and I got to crack them open out the thing and put them in the refrigerator so they can go through their process, so I can plant me another peach tree. I done growed a big peach tree before, and something happened to it. I don't know. I think it got too much water or whatever, but it had got um a little more than probably about 9 feet tall, and bushed out really big, and then all of a sudden it got messed up, and then it had a bunch of ants at the root of it or whatever. But it was all happening during the time I was in and out the hospital. So, you know, hey, I ain't gonna cry over it right now. I love your food, love your food. Um, Big Bird, what food? I'm back, love. Um, that's crazy. But all right, y'all, we gonna get ready. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. So but that's what we're about over here. We are also called the high class gardeners. I can't leave without telling y'all that. Want to know what a high class gardener is? A high class gardener is that we believe in going and growing on the outside, but we don't mess around with no bugs, no snakes, and no worms, and definitely no frogs. Now, Miss Shauna, how you got a garden out there and you be growing stuff? You heard what I said. I said I don't play around with no bugs, no snakes, no worms. You talking about we gonna take a vacation from the garden? Any of those things out there show up, and ain't nobody to come and remove that for me? I don't play around with that kind of stuff right there. And in real life, I don't mess with them kinds of people because sometimes people show up in those forms right there: snakes, bugs, worms, and frogs. Anyways, but you know, that's why we the high class gardeners over here. And if you would like to be a high class gardener, all you got to do is hit that like button, the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and come over here and join in with us. And you, my friend, can be a high class gardener too. All right, y'all. Y'all have an amazing night, and thank y'all once again.